Hi everyone, this is Sandy Reese with StampItCrew.com. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. Thanks for joining me today for our video tutorial. Next Thursday we will have our card class scheduled. I didn't do it this week. We're going to do it next week. We've had to kind of push things back because I am out of town right now, so I'm just pre-recording this. Okay, so today, before we get started, I just want to remind you that we have our starter kit special that is going on through the month of October. You get to choose our regularly excellent price starter kit, $99. Normally you get $125 in product. This month you get $155, so an extra $30 in free product, whatever you want. You also get free shipping, you get a paper pumpkin kit, you get some business supplies, whether you need them or not. And you get the benefits of being on my team. And I'll post a link below if you want to check out my blog and my team benefits. We're actually having our meeting tonight. It's Tuesday night. We meet the third Tuesday of every month. And this is kind of our year end, and we're kicking off the new year. And we do a team auction. So we have a ton of stuff, and I'm going to post some pictures. I'll do a blog post. But it's lots of fun. We have a really great team, and yeah, we'd love to share more information about that with you if you're interested. So let me know. And kits also up to 30% off this month, and then our Close to My Heart products are 30% off while supplies last. We're clearing those out, and we're going to be expanding our scrapbooking line, so very excited about that. Okay, so today we're going to do another one of our fall projects from our Super Saturday class. This card, now I had seen someone do a card similar to this for Christmas, and I thought, you know, this would be a really great card to do for fall. Now, it does use lots of products. It's kind of a big mashup. So what we used this bird from the Winterly Treetops stamp set, and well, I used the bundle because we're going to die cut that. Then for sentiment, we used Unbounded Love, but you could use Thinking of You. I might even use Thinking of You Always. If I can fit that on my strip, I'll use that. Or you can use whatever you have. Then we used this is our Winterly Treetops bundle. Then we used our Country Birdhouse for the birdhouse. And then our background, I used the Distressed Tile embossing folder. I just love that background. Okay, so let's bring in, I've already pre-cut a lot of the items just to save time because this is kind of an elaborate card. It takes a little bit longer. And I'm starting with a base of, what color is that? Early Espresso. This is our basic beige, and this is what I emboss with the Distressed Tile embossing folder. And then just to bring out some of those details, I'm going to take my crumb cake ink pad and a sponge dauber, and I'm lightly just going to sponge it. This is one of my old ink pads. When I do a big event, we do a lot of projects or a lot of classes, it's we have to pull out the old supplies because we might need 2 or 3 espresso pads or 2 or 3 crumb cake pads. Okay, so you know, I'm not dabbing, you're rubbing and not using a ton of ink unless you're a heavy sponger, you know, then that's up to you. I like a light sponge. I'm a light sponger. Okay. Now, this is our inside. I'm not going to stamp the inside only because this is kind of a card that could be used for several occasions. And so I leave it blank so that I can, you know, if I pick it for something specific, I can do that later. All right, now we have our birdhouse. It is cut out of this fall designer paper. I can't think of the name of it. Hold on. I don't know. I will post this on my blog because I'm having a brain freeze and I can't think of the name of it. Autumn something. So I die cut the roof and the base out of Early Espresso. We're going to glue that on. And then we'll glue our base on. This just kind of ties in our card base color. And then I think I just punched a 1-inch circle just to make it easy. And just glue that right there. Okay. Now I've die cut some leaves and branches out of the autumn leaves dies. I love those things. Those are all packed up in my what's the word I'm thinking of? In my bucket for class this month. Okay, now I'm going to take a little bit of linen thread, and first I'm going to just cut off a little bit. And I'm going to take one piece, fold it in half, and then I'm going to twist it. And I'm going to tape, I'm just going to use some Scotch tape on the back of my birdhouse and tape the end. And then I'm going to, we're going to glue this to our distress tile piece, embossed piece. I'm doing it a little bit near the top because we've got a lot going down here in the corner. So I'm trying to do it, I just want a little bit of space up at the top. Okay, we've glued it. Now we're going to twist this to make it look a little more rope-like. And then just glue that back there. Okay, so we've got our little hanger. Then we can glue this on. And you could use seal adhesive or liquid glue. I have my liquid glue out. Okay. And then glue this down. I cut this so it's a very narrow border. I think I cut this at 4 1/8 by 5 3/8. So you only see a little bit of that espresso. All right, now we need to do a bow. I'm gonna do a double bow. So I take my linen thread, make it kind of long, fold it in half, cut it in half. Okay, I'm gonna tie a bow out of it with both strings. Okay. And then you kind of pull on the ends to get it the size you want and shape you want. I think that looks pretty good. We can trim it if we need to, and then we'll pop it on with a glue dot. Let's see, here's a glue dot right here. Okay. Glue dot's bigger than my knot, so I'm just going to fold it back a little bit so it's not showing. We're going to just stick that on right where it would, our string would connect. All right, so we have our base down. Now we're going to, let's just go ahead and stamp our bird, and then we can do our coloring, and then we'll assemble with the rest of it. All right, I'm just using some Memento. Just like that. It stamps really nice. And then I'm going to bring in, I just have pumpkin pie and crumb cake blends. So let's take our dark crumb cake, and I like to do my leaves, or not my leaves, my feathers up here. And I'm doing the beak in a dark crumb cake. I'll do a little shading. And then I'm going to do I'll do my branch here in a dark crumb cake. All right, then we'll take this other one. You know, before I do that, I just want to do a little bit of pumpkin pie down here, kind of on the almost like a robin, but we're going to do orange Sometimes robins look a little orangey. Okay, I'm going to take the light crumb cake, color in the rest. Make sure you don't get that eye. There's a little bit of white there. Okay. Then I like to take my tip end, just do a little bit of blending. Right around there a little bit. Okay. Now we're going to take our dark pumpkin pie. I'm just going to do the ends where these little kind of circles are, and then we'll color in with the light. Cute! That's it. Nice and easy coloring on that one. All right, I had the die out, so we're going to die cut this. As soon as I find where it is on my desk. Here it is. Okay. I apologize if this shakes the camera. Okay. All right, hopefully that will stay in place. Oh, looks good. Okay, success. I love it when my plan comes together. Okay, we do have to stamp a sentiment. I was gonna see if I could fit this one on our page. Oh, it's maybe a little bigger than it looked. That's not gonna fit. So we are just gonna go with this other one we had, which says "You are loved." And this would be great for any occasion. Let's see, pardon my head if that got in the way. I've got to see what I'm doing, right? Okay. So we're going to I'm just going to follow the line of that L. All right. This is going to go, I think, past a little bit. Let's cut it there and see how we look. Okay. I'm going to grab some dimensionals. I have a little bit of black dimensionals here to finish off on the edges. Okay. And then with this bird, I have to trim off a little bit more. Let's look at it. I don't want it to come past the bird. All right about there looks pretty good. So I'm going to put glue right here, but I'm going to pop up the bottom and the top so that they'll stick to the paper. Maybe I'll put a little piece behind the head too. And then we'll put a little bit of adhesive right there. So he's at the same level as our banner. All right. Now, what I think I'm going to do is adhere this orange leaf down first. This is pumpkin pie. I'm going to put that down first, and then we're going to take some liquid glue. I have a hard time keeping up with all my stuff. Okay, putting a little bit. I might have to cut off the bottom of that. That's going to go kind of like this. Now it's going off, so I'm just going to trim that off right there because it's too much. And we're going to put this Cajun Craze down there. And actually, I think I might cut these apart. And then we can put them in separately where we want them. And put one down here. Get it under that bird. Now you could always do this, put these down first and then pop up your bird, but sometimes it's a little easier to place them to make sure that they're kind of where you want them if your bird's already in place. All right, and then I think I'm going to pop this one up. A little bigger piece on this bigger leaf. Right behind that tail area. Isn't that cute? And then we're going to grab some of these faux glass dots. You could also use the in color gems. They look really nice with this. Mine are all in another project, so we are going to. I think I'm going to use these orange ones. The pumpkin pie. Let's see. I'm going to do. I can pick that up. I'm going to do one there, and then let's do maybe one over here. I think that's good. If you want to add another one, you can. But that's it. Isn't that cute? Now it takes a little bit longer. I did pre-cut, pre-die cut everything, but it's just a beautiful card. So I hope you enjoyed today's project. I will post measurements, all the supplies on my blog. And please click subscribe if you haven't already. I would love to have you subscribe to my channel. And for orders placed with me this month, you're going to get free card kit from our card class next Thursday if you place a $35 order using the host code. And if you bump that up to $50, I'll include a package of embellishments as well. So thanks everybody for stopping by today. Whoop, I'm shaking the table. And I will see you back here on Saturday. All right, bye-bye.